Hello, this is Ryan Schofield, and welcome to another installment in the Trading Success Zone as part of the ETX Capital Traders Workshop. Having a look at the trade I put out last week on trading Swissy strength and how I'm trading it, that video the time was actually quite perfect. Because as you can see here on this chart right now, this was what we were looking at last week. Okay, we had a nice move back down on this 4-hour chart, and we pulled back into the declining moving averages. Right on that red arrow is where I put out the video to take a short on US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, we had a fantastic sell-off right there and then, and it was a very, very good trade. Okay, now I'm looking at the chart again, and I'm seeing there's a potential setup happening right now. Now let's just go back and have a look and track that Swissy strength, seeing if it's continuing. If it is, what type of opportunities are there? Looking at the daily of the Swiss franc Japanese yen, you can see how messy this action has been. Okay, this as a trader, yeah, there's opportunities there on a lower time frame, but as looking at the swing trading possibilities, it makes it messy. And right now, not a whole lot worth trading. Okay. Looking at Euro Swiss franc, there is a setup right here. As you can see, we've got some support and resistance structures which are very, very important when trading FX. And I'm just marking all those support and resistance structures out for you. These three lines, these three areas here, you can see have really played a major part in how this market has traded over the last few months. Now, yes, we had a huge sell-off, a massive big pullback up into the declining moving averages, and there is a technical setup there. Not all trades are equal. Okay, this is a technical setup. It shows all the technical aspects of the precision moving average strategy. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about with this strategy, we teach all ETX Capital clients how to trade the strategy, and as well as another strategy for free. As long as they're a client, they access to the advanced education as well as mentoring. So this is the advantage of being a client of ETX Capital. Now you can see how we've sold off and now we've pulled back, and we've got a very, very small little candlestick right inside the sell zone, and we've triggered this morning. Okay, that is a potential PMA setup. However, it's not the most fantastic because we've got these support and resistance structures just beneath. Okay, moving on. Let's have a look at pound versus the Swiss franc. Okay, now quite similar. We've had more technical levels broken on this currency pair. Now you can see this very nice support and resistance structure here on the daily chart, how we broke through it. Now we're pulling back up into it, as well as the sell zone. We've got little candlesticks. Now if let me just draw Fibonacci. Okay, where's my Fibonacci? Okay, there it is. All right. So having a look at this, drawing Fibonacci from the most recent high to the most recent low, you can see how we've pulled back. It might do if I actually zoomed in here. So we can see how we've pulled back into the sell zone. Okay, now the sell zone, quite simply, is this area between the 50 and the 61% area. Okay, so this is called the sell zone of Fibonacci. That coincides with the sell zone of these moving averages. Little candlesticks, we've just broken down through the low this morning, and we're looking like we want to push lower. So there are more technical aspects here on pound Swiss franc to take a short. What's keeping me out of a potential trade, however, is the higher time frame. Now, we do like to do a top-down approach, and I think that as a trader, it's very, very powerful to do so. You can see how we've made a slightly lower low there, but MACD has put in a higher low. Sorry, RSI put in a higher low, and MACD over here has put in a higher low. We're showing divergence on this move down. So we want to be trading or shorting convergence. We don't want to be shorting a market that is divergent. That's showing that this trend, which is quite established now on this weekly chart, may be running out of steam for now. Okay, we need that divergence to play itself out. So this trade, I definitely would look to sit on the sidelines, so I wouldn't take that. Now let's look at US dollar Swiss franc again. There was a reason why I wanted to show you this. Now going over to the daily chart, you can see that there is a potential setup happening right now. Okay, on this chart. Now you can see how we sold off so beautifully as we pull back up into the support resistance structure right through there. There are little candlesticks in the sell zone of the moving averages, which was the support. Okay, so we broke down, We really battled to get back above it before we sold off quite nicely. So that PMA worked beautifully. Now we're coming back into it again. You can see we've got little candlesticks right through there. We've just broken down through to this morning's candlestick, and I did not take this trade, by the way. What I don't like about it is the fact that we're quite far away from these moving averages. Look how far away this action is set up as opposed to this action over here. So we're a little bit extended. I don't quite like that setup. So then you think, well, maybe we'll look at the lower time frame like we did last week. Okay, so then we go back down to the 4-hour chart. Okay, having a look at this when it loads, you can see that the setup is actually not the same as it was last week. Okay, you can see that it's not as perfect. Last week's setup was perfect. Very, very small pullback into these moving averages before a nice move down. You can see how we've consolidated in this range. Okay, and we've got and what this does is just starts to offer more support as the market starts to fall, and that just makes it messy. So we're comparing the last week with this week. There is a potential trade here, but in my mind, it's not a very, very good one. So I still think that the Swiss franc is going to continue to strengthen, and these trends are going to continue until they show me signs of changing on the daily chart. So what I need to see for that is a higher low or a higher high start to form, and then I would start to change my point of view. But Swiss franc for now remains strong, and it still gives us opportunity. Right now, though, no trade for me. I'm sitting on my hands and waiting for good setups like this one last week. That was a fantastic setup. Okay, they don't come along every day, but when they do, you've got to take them. Okay, you've got to take them. Again, if you'd like to know more how I trade these strategies and how we at Trade with Precision work, and as well as look at ETX Capital as a potential spread bet company, it takes 3 minutes to open an account. And again, all ETX Capital clients, for the first 10 days, they get a trial period to use the platform. What I mean by a trial period is actually they give you a safety net. So in other words, if you're not in profit after 10 working days, they'll refund up to £250. So you've got that security to learn and see how the platform works. Also, you'll then gain access to their advanced education, where you would be able to attend these courses and experience this information for yourself. Okay, it's all free. You don't pay anything. It comes with your account. Alright folks, so Swissy strength to continue. However, right now I'm not doing a whole lot about it. I'm just waiting for the potential setups, clean setups to occur. Alright, I hope you all have a very, very good week, and I look forward to speaking with you next week. Thanks for now. Bye.